Hi and welcome to this tutorial where we're going to make a coaster in two colors. We're going to start by making a magic ring, and if you haven't made one before, I show you here how to place the yarn. You wrap it over the two ends over each other, put the needle under the yarn and pull through. And now you can attach the yarn by making a chain. And we're also going to make two more chains because we're making the first DC of the round. And then I'm going to continue and make 15 more DC double crochet in US terms around this magic ring. And if it feels more comfortable for you, you can tighten it a little bit. And I will show you shortly how to do that by pulling the short end of the yarn. So I have made 15 DC and have in total 16 with the chain 3 in the beginning, and here I'm tightening the hole by pulling the short end as much as possible, and later we will fasten this end. And now close the round in the third chain. So try to find the third chain and make a slip stitch. And here I'm also going to demonstrate that you can also make a chainless DC in the beginning of the round instead of the chain 3. It's up to you. So if you want to make a chainless DC, you single crochet 1 and then you work another single crochet through the front bar of the already existing stitch. So what you have is a bit like a DC in the end. But you can also chain 3 if you like. And now we're going to work 2 DC in every stitch of the round. And the important thing here is to really work the first stitch, and that's the chain 3 in this case. And the second stitch can be a bit hard to identify, but that's where I'm working now. So I make 2 DC there. And now we're gonna double our stitch count because we'll be working 2 DC in every stitch. So that means we had 16 stitches. Now you should have 32 at the end of the round. So just double check when you are approaching the end that you are actually getting 32. And otherwise you can always adjust or try to check where it went wrong. So see you at the end of the round. It's time to work the last stitches of the round, so 2 once again in the last stitch. And now it's the time to count your stitches, and then we're gonna close the round, and it's slightly different depending on if you made chain 3 or if you made a chainless DC. So I made a chainless DC. I'm slip stitching into the top of that. It looks a bit different than the regular DC, so just pay attention. And now we are going to work another chainless DC to start the round, or chain 3 if you like, and then we are going to work 1 stitch and then 2 in the next. So you are working 1 DC and 2 DC and alternating all over the round. So that means that we are increasing our stitches by 50%, and you will have 48 at the end of the round. So you make 1 DC in the next stitch, 2 DC in the next, 1 DC, 2 DC. Once again, count your stitches and then close the round with a slip stitch in the top of the stitch. And we're going to work one more round before we work the pattern round. So once again, we start our round the way you have decided you want to start it. And now we're gonna make 2 single double crochet stitches and then 2 in the next. So we are increasing for every round the amount of DC1. So DC1, DC1, DC2, and you repeat this sequence all over the round. So close your round as you did before and get your second color ready, because now we're going to make the 2-colored round. But you're going to start by just chaining 3 with the main color, and this doesn't count as a stitch, so it's not the same as the previous rounds. And after that you're going to yarn over and you're going to start making the next stitch, and to do that you have to skip 1 stitch, so not the one or skip 2 depending on how you see it, but you skip the first and another stitch, and then you start making the DC into the next stitch, but you don't pull through the thread the last time. And now you're going to take out your second color and pull through with that thread. It can be a little bit fiddly, but it's pretty easy once you get into it. So pull through with the contrast color, and now you're going to start making the next stitch with this contrast color. So yarn over, and then you're going to work skipping back the stitch again. One stitch will be unworked, and you work into the very first stitch and pull through once, but you don't pull through twice. You leave the last bit unworked, and now instead you're going to pull through with the main color. So this is the pattern that repeats itself, and I'm going to show you a bit more just to get the hang of it. So I hope you're getting the hang of how to do this now, and don't worry if it feels a bit complicated or fiddly. It's gets better, and it's actually quite fun once you get into it. And to close the round, I'm working the last main color DC into the first stitch, and then making the cross DC, skipping back, and then we're going to slip stitch with the main color into this first DC, so into the white stitch. And now we have closed the round and your coaster is ready. So I hope you're happy with it and that this video helped you to make it. Please leave me feedback if you want, negative, positive, in the comments, or send me a message. And if you want to help me make more videos, it would be great if you would like and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye!